First off, how poor are you? Like, I think I think a divorce only costs about $500 if you don't have much assets.
Today,
Ryan. Virgo season.
I have an important announcement to make, and I did not preface this. You have absolutely no idea what's going on, and I don't know how to say it. I don't want you to get worried. You're going to need support after I tell you this. Nah, I'm fucking around. Guess who got her permit, dog? Me. Look at that. Look
Oh,
at that. Yes.
look.
Yes. 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 So now you can't say nothing.
All right, okay.
Nada.
Touche.
Nunca.
Touche. Okay. For those that are just
Mm.
listening, if you've been listening for a while, you know I've been getting at Gypsy about getting her permit, and she just showed me a passing grade and a new permit. So now I gotta just, rejigger a little bit. You got your license yet though, or what? Like, come on, let's get to it.
So
2024,
in
the
the
year of
state
progress. I see.
in the state of New Jersey, I cannot apply for my road test until 3 months after I do my permit test.
Mm,
So you have to have 3 months of driving practice under your belt before they allow
mm.
you to even schedule your road test.
And y'all still don't know
So
how to drive. Okay, but I'm gonna leave New Jersey alone. I'm
first of
sorry.
all, because I'm a New Yorker, as
Uh,
relevant.
is that right? Is that right?
Yes,
Because
I'm a New
because
Yorker who
you
lives in
look
New Jersey.
you look down upon us from your penthouse view, So,
I
I
do,
I don't know.
but
I
I
don't know
am a
what
New
you're talking about.
Yorker.
Mhm.
I'm a New Yorker who lives in New Jersey with absolutely breathtaking New York views. That's what I am. Okay.
Okay. All
But
right.
I just wanted to let you know that if I could pin this to me, I would for the episode because that question is dead. Okay.
Okay.
No
All
more.
right.
Did you get your permit yet? Yes.
Good
Yes, I
for
did.
you.
Yes, I
Good
did.
for good for
Okay.
you. Good for you. All right.
All
All right.
right.
Congratulations. I give congratulations when it's due. I'm not a
Why, thank
hater.
you.
Not a hater.
I'm not
Good
supposed
for
to be
you.
drinking, but I want this out just because.
Okay. Touche. All right. How are you, Jade, outside of, permit life?
I'm good. Life is life, and I'm tired, but it is what it is. How about you?
I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know people come here for the levity every single week. I too come here for the levity every single week. So, we're in this together, Jade. We're in this together.
Not, I'm doing. Okay. I can't.
Yep.
Anything interesting happened to you this week outside of me getting my permit?
No, nothing.
Oh,
Absolutely nothing.
okay. Well, then that's that. Should we just jump right into it? Because I have a lot to cover this week.
Let's get to
Everybody's
it.
been acting up. Okay.
Let's get to it.
Our favorite mermaid had a baby with
Black.
ABC.
Oh, God.
And
You gonna get this boy's name right, Jade. It's
and
2024. 2024. DDG. Don't ask me what it stands for, but DDG. There we go.
I
Got it?
literally just heard you say ABC. So at the beginning of the new year, our
Yeah.
lovely queen, Halle Bailey,
Yeah.
announced that she gave birth to her son, Halo. Love the name.
Love it. Like, I
Um,
mean, I'm not trying again, so wife don't ask, and we're not, because, if it was me, if it's left up to me, I'm gonna have like 17 girls, right? So, no.
right,
But
right.
if I were to have a boy, this is a great name for a boy. I really like that name, Jade. Halo?
I'm not
Fire.
mad at that name at all. I
Fire.
think that's a great name.
Fire.
She was a little cheeky with her announcement. The world can't wait to meet you. No, sis. And I love Halle. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's not that we couldn't wait to meet you. We're just nosy. Okay. We are all nosy and we just needed to know whether you had a baby or not. You could have really just put up an announcement that said, yes, I did. And we would have been happy with that.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? Halle is a Pisces. Love my
Mhm.
Pisces. Some of these people come into this show, they actually think we know something about astrology. So I'm gonna give
Right, right.
the little bit that I
Oh,
know.
okay. Well,
So
I'm glad one of us does.
on the chart there
Mhm,
is like positions where Virgo stands. Pisces
mhm.
is the exact polar opposite on the other side. And we get along really, really well. Like if I wasn't a Virgo, I'd be a Pisces.
Okay.
My
All right.
so in true Virgo Pisces fashion, this girl was just like, don't ask me no questions. I will tell you whatever the hell I want to tell you when I tell you it. Belly, what belly? I, I don't know what you're talking about. Who's pregnant? Not me.
Who?
Oh,
Pregnant? I don't even know what that word means.
I love
What?
that. Love that for
We
her.
play cards over here. And I'm not mad at it because we always have conversations about parasocial relationships and how people take it too far. And I feel like people feel like they're entitled to her womb, and like you're not
Right.
entitled to celebrities' wombs. Like
Right.
she didn't have to tell us anything. Like it's
At
really
all.
not our business.
At all.
I'm nosy just like the next person, but if she would have gone the route of Kerry Washington and we not seen that baby at all, I'd
I
have
mean,
been okay with that too.
she said that we're not going to see the baby. We only saw the bracelet, I think. That's all. And that's
ABC's lying because ABC done created a Instagram page for the baby,
did he
showing off the baby's outfits. The baby's
out
face is pixelated out,
oh.
but I feel like the right computer genius will probably hack
Oh
that in and
man.
be like, this is whatever, whatever.
Oh.
So while we don't really care for ABC, all the love to Halle because she deserves it and she is a queen. They've only been together for 2 years though, so that's a little for me.
I
But
mean,
she's young and she has money, so I'm not even,
so
it's not my
like
business.
see when my mother was teaching me the sex ed, she
Hmm.
told me it only takes one time. So
Hmm.
I'm, I'm just saying, just 2 years that's a long time. That is
It
a
is a
long
long
time.
time. It is a long time, but in my world, ABC, like there's so many better options, but it is what it is. So I sent the group chat a PSA that was created by Yamaya.
So
Now,
wait. You a New Yorker until it comes down to speaking about the mayor. That's when you're not a New Yorker. You fully
yes,
from New Jersey.
Eric Adams completely belongs to people who live in New York. I live in New Jersey. I'm a New Yorker who lives in New Jersey.
If
Okay.
I was over there, I'd snatch your hat. Get
My
over it.
mayor is not that man. But recently, a video has made its rounds that is way too old, but it encapsulates to me everything that is Eric Adams in a nutshell, which should have given us a clue as to what kind of mayor he would have been.
You can look in the jewelry box. A jewelry box of this nature, maybe a simple jewelry box, but if you look through it closely, you don't know what your child may be hiding. For instance, a gun. Look at picture frames and behind them, cameras. Try to determine what's taking place. Behind a picture frame, you can find bullets. You should always, when your child brings in his popular knapsack with many different locations, look through it to see what exactly is your child carrying in addition to a book. Something simple as a crack pipe. Something simple as a baby doll. Could be just a baby doll, but also it could be a place where you can secrete or hide drugs. Run your hands over the pillows and see if you feel anything that's unusual. Like a pillow like this where the button is a perfect invitation to hide something. And I felt something bumpy. I would reach in, see what it is. Just look and see what's inside your bookcases. It could be more than just books. Perfect place to hide cocaine.
So, in this video,
Wait, he wasn't mayor when this
no, this video
Oh.
is from 2011, and I don't know why it's
Oh.
circulating now,
Mm,
but I
mm.
think this is just so people can understand that he has always been an embarrassment. And so everything that he does now should not come as a surprise to anyone.
Yeah.
So the subject of the video is how to search your own home for contraband, guns, drugs, and other illicit paraphernalia that your children may have hidden in the house. Okay.
Right.
So in this, he shot it in his alleged Brooklyn apartment because everybody says he lives in Jersey without a script, with help from a staffer who sourced the props. So this man is so embarrassing. He explains a multitude of things that could be innocent but have dangerous things in them. For example, an innocent looking jewelry box might actually conceal a firearm, pulling a very small gun. I don't know
Hey.
who this kid is shooting with this gun, but this is
Pew,
a Tom
pew.
and Jerry, literally a pew-pew, like literally a pew-pew, okay? Waving it at the camera because,
Mhm.
danger.
Mhm.
He also rummages through a backpack that he calls a popular knapsack with many different locations
Mhm.
and reveals a used crack pipe in one of the pockets of this backpack,
Where did the staffer source these things?
probably from Eric Adams. Who
Mm.
knows? This probably honestly just chilling in his apartment. He's a former cop himself. He's probably kept some evidence in that apartment. Like,
Yikes.
basically, everywhere he turned in this apartment was someplace where your child could be hiding some sort of illicit something or the other. Behind a bookshelf, of course your kid's gonna hide a big old bag of cocaine behind some books on a bookshelf because
I don't know where I don't know where you hid your bag of cocaine today, but like, right behind the bookshelf, that was the spot for me. I'm just saying.
I mean, why not? Who's reading?
Sidebar.
Not my parents.
I don't do drugs. Never did drugs. I'm just saying. For the people that just meeting us right now, they don't get the sense of humor. All right, go ahead.
Behind a picture frame, let's hide some bullets. Inside of a doll, let's hide the weed because why not? Inside the pillow, because one gun is not enough, let's hide another gun inside a pillowcase. It is the weirdest thing ever. And I really wish that one of his opponents would have released this during the campaign because this would have just shown everybody what y'all was getting yourselves into. He is a clown.
We didn't have any other real viable options here. So, we ended up with what we put on
Y'all
the table.
should have voted for Maya. Y'all should have voted for Maya. Maya would have been a better mayor.
First of all, y'all, you were around, weren't you, when we were voting?
I was in New Jersey. Nope. I was a Jersey resident at that time. He's
barely,
all y'all's fault.
Barely. You probably...
I was new, but I could vote
you
only
skipped
in
to Jersey
Jersey.
the day before election.
I was in Jersey like, my business. I just want y'all to know that he's a clown. He will forever be a clown. If Eric Adams has a hater, it is me. Okay? If Eric Adams has 2 haters, it is me and my thoughts. If Eric Adams has no haters, I am dead. Do you understand me? I will forever dislike that man. So, just letting y'all know. Just letting y'all know.
All right.
A clown. So, Jonathan Majors. Oh, Jonathan Majors.
Oh, man. Like, I think he would have done better without the special. I think he would have.
I think he should have waited.
It would have served him better, I think.
I think he should have waited. He definitely should have waited because it did not. First of all, this is the first man I know to have a civil rights fetish. I'm going to need him to get it together, okay? He wasn't embarrassing us. I mean, it was embarrassing when a fellow Virgo gets caught out there doing dumb shit like hitting a woman. But he was not embarrassing to us prior to this, okay?
He wasn't?
We were proud. We were proud of Jonathan.
Oh,
Jonathan was doing his thing.
You talking about before the allegations? Oh,
before the allegations. No, this is embarrassing. The embarrassment started when he got arrested for knocking this girl out or whatever happened between him and this woman. That's when I
was like, did you remember him breaking up the fight?
And then that too. Oh my God. But that happened after. Oh my God. He needs a new team. His team is doing him absolutely no justice. Do you understand me? It is so embarrassing. So anyway, Jonathan, which I think is interesting, did an interview on Good Morning America, which is owned by Disney, which is the company that wasted no time firing him when the 2 guilty verdict came out on the lesser of the charges.
It was like, don't think you're going to catch us slipping. We're going to catch it all at all moments. On the rise and the fall, even though we orchestrated it.
Now, it was giving me R. Kelly vibes when R. Kelly interviewed with Gayle King. I expected tears. I mean, there was a little moments where he teared up because he said his life has been ruined. And he hopes to work again.
He hopes.
Which, see.
Do you think he will?
Yeah, he will. Because you know why? You know why I say he will? Columbus Short still working.
Oh.
Isaiah Washington still working.
Tubi? Because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Tubi, he's doing podcast interviews. I mean, there's a lot of people. Listen,
Zeus.
Mel Gibson has been recorded calling people I don't say the N-word with the ER, but the N-word with the ER tits and sugar tits, and they got him on shows on Peacock. So if the talent is there, we have a short memory.
We live in a society that don't belong to us, so
which is true, but people also have short memory. So all it takes is one person that has some sort of status. Not my bae, because I already told my bae we're not revisiting. He cannot create 4. Right. He's dead.
I don't have the energy today to argue with you about your parasocial relationship, Gypsy.
This is not a
All of
parasocial
your
relationship.
friends, are just like, you are losing it, Jade.
Only one friend
they
is saying that I'm losing
they
it, and
are
that is
reaching
Natalie.
they are reaching
No,
out to me on the
no.
side and was like, get your girl
I
because
have
she
friends
is
in my
losing
group
it.
chats that are like, we see the photographic evidence. Why would we deny
We want to
when we
know
have the
why.
evidence right in front of us?
We want to know why when you make videos, your man is
Mhm.
not breathing. That's what we want
So
to know.
we're doing the mannequin challenge 2024, and that's what
Uh,
he's doing. So
hmm.
you'll see me in his videos, and I'm not going to be breathing either because we're trying to see who can out
Uh,
mannequin each other
uh,
in the videos. You know
hmm.
what I mean? So okay,
Continue,
thank
continue,
you.
please continue.
So Jonathan said that he wants to
Oh
return
man.
to acting, indicated that he has a desire for a second chance in his career, and realizes that it's really beyond his control. Which, okay, sir, we get it. Now, this is the part that I wanted him to mind his business and leave this woman alone. They asked him about his relationship with Megan Good. And he said,
how would you describe your relationship?
Oh, she's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta, you know? I'm so blessed to have her, you know? The relationship is still fresh, but, you know, I think I found her.
okay. Now, typically, this type of phrasing may not be, people might be like, oh, okay. But during the trial, audio was released, text messages, were released. It was one or the other, with him and his ex-girlfriend, in which he basically asked
text
this
messages.
woman, text messages, where he basically told this woman, who is not black, but is very much white, that she should be more like a Coretta or a Michelle. Okay?
Right.
Michelle as in Obama.
The only Michelle, you didn't have to say that. What are you talking about?
For some people, we may not have listeners who are tuned in. They may not be dialed in like a lot of people.
I mean,
I am going to need Jonathan Majors to go on vacation. I don't need to see him. I don't need to hear him for a smooth 2 years. Leave correct. This is, if we could, I'm going to see if I can find, this is where we would insert Will Smith saying, leave my wife's name out your mouth. Because why do you keep bringing that woman's name into it?
I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell. I think he has a limited scope of history. So, this is where it is. Also, maybe he too is living in a parasocial world because, we catch him outside looking like newsies all the time. Like, he really don't know how to get a suit steamed or anything. Like, I think he's living in a time that's not quite on this timeline.
And I'm not to be dismissive, because I hate when people tell athletes to just play sports, like when they speak out on things.
Mm-hmm.
But Jonathan, I Have a Dream Majors, has never shown himself to be an activist of any sort. So you are an actor, sir. Why would you want your wives to aspire to be more than what you are?
He has a mission today. He's out here to fix high school fights. That's the mission. That's the purpose. That is the purpose.
So embarrassing. Oh, and I hate it because I was so proud of him. I was like, look at this Virgo King.
I'm trying to understand though, because I thought that he was a great actor, but like he really couldn't pull it together for this special. Like if you just do any like quick searches on what body language is, he did so many things that told us that he was a big Faison lie. That's what he was telling us for sure. Because
you know
like,
what it is? He's probably so used to playing other people that he's not even comfortable being himself, which probably would have made that go better.
Yeah, he was asserting how Megan Good has held him down while completely doing this. He was talking about certain things while completely biting his top lip like that. So I'm just trying to understand, like, sir, you're supposed to be able to convince the audience. This didn't do it. I don't know.
And not for nothing, I want better for my good sis Megan. Okay, because
she
prior to him, she did, but I want her to know that she deserves better. Because prior to this, Mr. I Have a Dream was not dating black women. And I stated that even back in the day when I used to big him up and say he was my husband. I used to say he don't even like us. So don't come to us now that your neck is on the line because you want the Black community to come galvanize around you and save your career, sir. No, that's not how this works. You did a couple good movies and we were rooting for you. But just like everything else, we're not monolithic in thought. And now
we
you
were
can dismiss
rooting
yourself.
for you.
Everyone was rooting for you. Now we're done. Now we're done. Like, just, I want a Coretta. To the point where Bernice King had to release something to basically say, my mother was not a prop. My mother was this, and my mother was a person who was a great woman. And then he had to say, I was only trying to convey that I have the utmost respect for Coretta. Pick a white woman. Okay? When you was with Jabari, I think the woman's last name was Jabari. You could have told her you wanted a
Be
Princess
a Hillary.
Diana.
Be a Hillary. Be a Monica. Sorry. Continue.
Okay. You see, you always got to go that extra. That, you know, I be trying to chill, and then you always got to take.
You don't be trying to chill. Stop lying to the people, Gypsy. Stop.
First of all, do you see how innocent I look?
Stop.
Like, look at this.
Stop.
At the innocence that I am conveying. Okay, like, boy, bye. Okay. And Virgos will remain the pettiest people on earth. I don't care what anybody says. Cat Williams is allegedly bringing Kevin Hart's ex-wife, Tori Hart, on tour with him. And, you know, I just want y'all to know that we are just not, we're not a good people. Okay. We try to be a good people. We are not a good people.
This man is a genius. We said this last week. We're saying it again this week. This was the cheapest promotion that he could have ever done to sell out his tour. Like, this is the most amazing. Like, I think I went to try to find a date, couldn't find a ticket that made sense for
Sold
me.
out.
So, you know, yeah. So, but like,
honestly,
I mean,
and the fact that people are still responding to him a whole 2 weeks later, I need y'all to just let it go.
Mike Epps was like, I'm your friend. We've been in movies. Why are you saying nothing about me? Like, talking about Mike Epps, I've been on my HGTV kick for the past couple, because, you know, since I can't buy a house, I figure I prepare myself so that whenever the house decides to reveal itself to me, I already have ideas, you know? His wife be killing it on. They got a show buying back the block or something like that, like in his old neighborhood. She's a hell of an interior designer.
My question is, does he have the same wife that Kat said all the people sell their souls in Hollywood? I don't know what Mike Epps' wife is like.
His wife is Spanish or something adjacent to Spanish.
Oh, okay. So he's on the same plan as everyone else. I was just asking.
His wife is a very beautiful Spanish lady or something adjacent to Spanish.
Listen, a lot of these women are very attractive. I'm just trying to figure out if he was on the same game plan as everybody else. And the answer is yes. Okay. So Tori Hart is going on tour with him. I know that her and Kevin have had a back and forth type of relationship. Sometimes they like each other, sometimes they don't. TMZ caught Kevin doing something, and he basically said, listen, hope she makes good money. Like, I'm not mad at it.
Facts. And what else is he supposed to say? He can't say nothing crazy or incendiary. He has to.
And then she basically said that, like, there's no bad blood or, like, love lost between the two of them. It's just an opportunity.
Yeah. She said she knew Kat for, like, 20 years.
And people have also said that she's basically helped Kevin. Like, she's really the comedian. And, you know, Kevin just happens to be a man. I've never seen her humor. I don't know.
We're going to find out. We're going to learn today.
We'll find out.
We're going to learn today.
I will say that Kevin Hart has never made me laugh. So.
Okay. You're going to keep saying this. Like,
he has it.
You a big Faison lie. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Kevin Hart makes me laugh with his interactions with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when him and The Rock roast each other in a friendly manner.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that crack me up.
Yeah.
When Kevin Hart is on stage in front of thousands of people, I don't even smile. He's not funny to me.
Because you a hater.
He's corny. No, he's corny.
Because you a hater. But it's
He's a corny person. He is corny. Okay. This is not in our notes. And I know you have absolutely no idea about what this is, but I have to talk about it because Jamaican
me crazy
TikTok, Twitter.
I don't know why my brain works like this. I don't.
Something's wrong with you. Something's definitely wrong with you. But
Jamaican Twitter. You said TikTok or Twitter?
TikTok. It's really Jamaican, it's really the Jamaican diaspora right now,
Okay.
has a lot going on. And I'm tuned in because I have not seen beef like this since the early days of hip hop when rappers used to go at it.
I'm intrigued.
So there are two women rappers or artists,
Okay.
Jada Kingdom and
Okay.
Stefflon,
Stefflon.
whatever, Stefflon, who are beefing right now.
Okay.
And allegedly they're beefing over Burna Boy. Okay.
Didn't Stefflon break up with him?
Apparently, I don't know. This beef is the only reason I'm tuned in to who either one of these young women are.
Okay.
So they've been taking shots at each other back and forth for like quite some time. But Stefflon dropped a diss record not that long ago, like last week, to which Jada responded. And they have had the internet ablaze right now because a big ting of guan. Okay? Big ting of guan.
I really have no clue about this. Wow. Go ahead.
So on Tuesday, Steph released a song called Dot, in which she slags off on an unidentified female rival.
What was that?
Dot. Okay? All right. Where she basically goes after a female rival, accusing them of substance abuse, a high body count, and selling her body for favors like jet trips. Does not name any names. Jada Kingdom, I guess, decided that it sounded a little too close to home for her not to respond, or as they said, hit dogs will holler. So she released a track later on that day called London Bed. And basically, the artwork was like Stefflon with two X's over her eyes. And she calls out the fact that Stefflon's brother is a pedophile. She sleeps with her uncle. A whole bunch of crazy stuff. Stefflon Don released another song called Dead Gyal Walking.
Okay.
She basically, it's the same thing as her first song. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to hold you. I have never heard these two women before a day in my life until this beef. But when I tell you I am tapped all the way in, they are spitting. Okay.
I can't believe that you don't know a Stefflon Don song. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me, but okay.
I don't listen to these newfangled artists. I don't listen to any of these newfangled artists. None of them have cracked.
Steph is not new.
She's like 20-something years old, ain't she? She's new. That's a baby. There's nothing that me and that little girl can relate to because I don't do the private jet stuff. Like, no. But now, I have to say this. If it's over Burna Boy, I need y'all both to relax because he's really just tall. I don't know how tall he is, but he's not attractive enough for y'all to be beefing over this man. Okay? He's tall. And he has great teeth.
Don is 32 years old, okay, Gypsy?
A baby.
She is a millennial, just like
she's
us.
A baby.
She's a millennial.
Baby.
All right.
I'm not relating to anything that this young lady is saying.
So in the future, when my children come and find this show and are so disappointed in me, I just want y'all to come in real close. Y'all better never in your life fight over no damn man. I'm just saying. I am just
They won't. They know better.
Okay? All right. Thank you.
Now, this has been funny for multiple reasons because they've also been going back and forth on the socials where like Jada London has basically been saying like she released like a small little TikTok or whatever. She's like, Jada fuck cat dan, Jada fuck dog, Jada fuck rat dan, Jada fuck back. And, you know, like just playing up to the fact that she allegedly likes to have sex and she's not opposed to having sex for money. Steph said that she was paid like $10,000 and she basically said it was $30,000. Anyway, the girls are fighting and I am here for it, okay? I need you to listen to these tracks.
Check this out. I'm definitely going to check it out now.
You have to listen to. And what makes it, me personally, again, I have no dog in this fight. I am going with Jada Kingdom only because she's really like her, first of all, she came out with her response and was basically like, your brother's a pedophile. How do you, and then if you research Stefflon or Stefflon Don,
right,
her brother's a pedophile.
I mean, she wouldn't be the only artist.
She wouldn't, but apparently she supports that brother. And one of them, I think, was a Tory Lane supporter. So enough said right there for that person.
You're more most name Stefflon Lazarus. Rise from the dead that give me chat how this possible. Who put in at the midfield when them know say you can't tackle. When you number war pussy come here make me gather you. The world don't know why and your family overseas are do. Sacrifice your daddy should have sacrificed your brother too. And stop try pick up badness and go read the little son of one. I turn you in a puppy show that is not a good look. Stop fool yourself from a respond your foot get broke. Don't size up. You are the only girl me here say give a free fuck. Massive and Tory Lanes coming out your mouth. Drake never get a song but you give him a good suck. You is not no gangster, let's be realistic. Anyway, my book me a good deal with your wicked. Take the whole day for drop a song and me not impressed. When you're the young, you fuck your uncle. Walking, me no beat round bush one, buck up on the main and show the world how me brawl. Just a chat off your mouth for the clout. Me no do Instagram, but this tall. Oh, you're a little star. You not ready yet for the top girl war. Me have 2 whole nuclear in my yard. Me with turn up right, just a hand bomb you from far. Me a killer girl, left a girl in a blood bath. Binds pon binds, move shut out them out. Send them a cemetery, everybody.
Look at me finding out new news. What else is new?
They're giving us bars. In your neck of the woods, the Shabbat Jewish community is out here building underground tunnels. What's going on, Ryan? First of all, let me just let you know that when I told you to stop going into people's houses because they need your tune they like.
Why is you calling people out, Gypsy?
You was like, I'm okay, I'm 6'3". They building tunnels.
I'm not 6'3".
And then you would have been.
You see, you out here capping, all right? I'm 6'4". That's 1. 2, you didn't have to tell the people this is a brand new setting for us. This is a brand new slate. The people don't know. They don't go back and listen to old episodes. I'm just saying.
Well, now they have to. Now they have to.
Well, they got to go through mad episodes to figure out which episode that was.
It's fine.
All I'm saying was I was feeling really nice that day.
Mm-hmm.
Gentleman, it was his Sabbath, and he was like, oh, I can't touch any electricity. Can you come into my house and open my fridge?
And you did. Yeah, all right. You'd have opened up the fridge, and then next you know, he's pushing you into the tunnel, then no more Ryan. See what I'm saying? Could have been you. Could have been you. Could have been you is all I'm saying.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay? Anyway, so basically what's happening is...
Please, tell the people.
There is I'm going to say this wrong probably, but there's a Shabbat Lubavitch headquarters in Brooklyn, New York. And apparently... there is a fight between 2 factions of the same group. Like one is more orthodox than the other. Mm-hmm. And the less orthodox was awarded this particular building, this synagogue. And so the more orthodox people are not happy with that and have been building a tunnel and going in after hours to use the synagogue because they can't enter in through the front doors.
Wow. So you have a little bit more nuanced information than I know, because I tried my darndest to look up what exactly was going on. And I mean, wow, that makes a lot more sense because I had no clue. Okay, continue. Just go ahead.
So obviously that's unsafe because who builds a tunnel in New York City under buildings? Like buildings are struggling as is.
Did you watch Better Call Saul?
No.
Okay, so never mind. What's wrong with you? It's like the best show on TV. What's wrong with you?
No.
Oh, man. Anyway, go ahead.
So some people are just saying that they were carrying out a expansion of the synagogue by the former head of the Shabbat movement, which is Rebbe Menachem, who...
Oh, you really trying. Okay.
I'm trying to be respectful, you know.
But are you, though? That's the question.
I am, because I have something to say at the end of this, too. So apparently they claim that the basement of the synagogue had been long overcrowded. So they've been trying to push to annex additional space. And it wasn't happening because the community felt like it was taking too long, which was why they started building this tunnel as well. When the police arrived, when the police arrived, they basically had to seal it off because someone complained and was basically like, this is unsafe. And the sector's like, no, like we still want this to happen. So on Monday, trucks arrived with cement to kind of seal it off and close up the hole or the tunnel.
Before you continue, this is so unsafe today. I told y'all I'd be watching
crazy.
I'd be watching the HGTV. I'm a contractor. I'm just letting you know right now. I am a developer. I'm a contractor. I'm an interior designer. I'm a realtor. I'm all of the things. I'm just saying, when these people go into their houses and they try to do all their do-it-yourself kind of stuff, and they start knocking down walls and all stuff, you knock down a retaining wall, your whole house is falling down. Plain
Yeah.
and simple. One simple wall that's holding up the whole house. But they said, no, I don't want this. I need an open concept. And they knock the wall down, the whole house falls
The
down.
whole thing. Yeah. Well,
We're talking
they didn't
about
care.
tunnels underneath Eastern Parkway, which is a gigantic street here in Brooklyn. Like gigantic. And so now we're not talking about a small tunnel here. We're talking about levels and a whole bunch of different pathways. And I'm not driving over Eastern Parkway anymore. I'm gonna find the long way to get to places, because I'd be damned if I'm driving and I'm at Nostrand or wherever I am and I fall through the ground to Hades. I'm not doing this. Like, this is what's gonna
Listen.
happen. What is wrong with these people?
They did not care. So when the cement trucks started to pull in, some of the people decided to hold a protest and ripped off the wooden siding of the door. When the police got there to respond to the group, they did not take kindly to that. So for a lot of hours, police pleaded with them to leave and, stop blocking the tunnel.
This part.
They basically started a riot. They refused to leave. The police tried to cover the hole or the tunnel with a white curtain to zip tie the protesters to like arrest them and get them out. They started fighting the police.
So, if this was me and my people, you know why I couldn't tell you this story?
Oh, we'd be dead.
Because I'd be dead before I'd be able to tell you this story. Yeah. It was less than 15 people that got arrested here?
9 people.
Not less than 10 people. And some
Yeah.
of them didn't even really get arrested. They just got desk tickets.
Yeah, so it was 9 in total that were actually arrested, and then 3 received summonses for disorderly conduct.
Oh, so 12.
So
That's
the
the 12.
9
Okay.
people, so 9 people who got arrested were arrested for criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, and obstructing governmental administration.
Right.
Now, it's not funny, but it's funny because on the app formerly known as Twitter, there was a gentleman who had said that he had heard Yiddish underneath his floors and that he lived on the ground floor. And people were basically telling him, you may be schizophrenic. Like something may be wrong with you. Turns out that he was not schizophrenic. These people was building a tunnel underneath his building and he was hearing them speak Yiddish. I just... I don't know what's going on. I think the world has lost it.
I'm not really surprised by this, though. I'm not going to tell y'all where I live, but I do frequent an area that is an area that some of these people live in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of stuff that happens in the neighborhood that I'm just like, why is there so little police presence in this neighborhood? And why are they able to get away with things that typically people do not get away with? And it's crazy. Like, Gypsy, after this, we're going to have a meeting. We're going to figure out how to create our own cops. We're going to figure out how to create our own ambulances, fire, all of it. Take care of ourselves. That's basically what's going to happen, because that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Funny enough, we've actually been having this conversation in my Tufts group chat, my class of 2005 group chat, about how we can divest from like America while being in America and buying land somewhere and like really building a community.
The brain trust.
So we're trying to figure that whole thing out. We've had these conversations in depth. So it's the money. We just need money, to be honest.
It is money. That's literally what it is. And it's like,
money.
It's weird to think, because it's not weird to think, because the rich have bunkers, they have all sorts of, like, it's just about money. It's trying to figure out how we're going to survive the inevitable zombie apocalypse that's coming.
That's it.
So
I'm not surviving. The first zombie that roll up on me, I'm telling them, just go ahead. Just go on ahead. I'm not even. You're not going to enjoy this meal anyway. Just go on ahead.
I got to really look at this, because remember when I was saying back in the day that people like Nick Cannon know something that we don't know? That's what it is. I should have been on my 17th child by now. That's what I should have been. Because if we're to win, we got to get the numbers up. That's what we got to do.
First of all, did you see Nick Cannon's holiday photos with his individual children? That man is tired, okay? If you watch the trajectory of those photos, he went from being excited to looking like he could not wait to go to bed. Okay,
Yeah,
that last
yeah.
picture was a struggle.
Mm.
Don't do that to your kids. Like, don't, your kids deserve better. Don't do that to your
They
kids.
do, but like I'm joking about it. But
But I mean, I guess it's different
I
because
do
you were
feel
with
like
one woman.
yeah, but I do feel like it's a thing. I mean, I can go into this conversation when it comes to specific communities, but there's power in numbers. As long as we are a minority, we need to either increase that number by adding more people to the population, which is horrible for the earth, but that's what it is, or all of the minorities need to band together
Yeah.
and figure this thing out.
I personally think what we really need to start doing is really capitalizing on our social capital.
Mm-hmm.
Because honestly, and this is not me being like cavalier about it, like the world does not move without Black people. Like we literally,
Say it
and
again.
we don't realize that. And we're too quick to invite other people in without holding our social capital closer to us. You know what I mean? Like we're too inviting. Like, oh, you're an ally, come on in. You're invited to the cookout, which pisses me off. Stop inviting people to the cookout. The cookout is full. We are at capacity. Okay. But that's what we really need, in my personal opinion.
I didn't attend one, as they say in the South, Nan cookout this past summer. This summer needs to make something happen, all right? I'm just saying.
Oh,
Not one cookout.
I didn't go outside.
Not
I did
one
not go
cookout.
outside this summer because they were shooting. And what I'm not trying to do is that. So if somebody's having an indoor barbecue, let me know. With like 4 people that I know, let me know. I will be there. Outside is dangerous. And in other news, Gypsy Rose Blanchard has been freed from jail.
Oh man. So there is a documentary that I have not watched, but it's in my up next and I'm about to watch it. Like it seems quite compelling.
So for those who may not know who Gypsy Rose is a victim of Munchausen
By proxy.
In which her mom basically convinced her that she was sick and had all kinds of ailments, kept her confined basically to a wheelchair in order to get attention. They were going on trips to Disney. People were buying them houses. Gypsy was going to the doctors all the time, having unnecessary medical procedures. When doctors would catch on, her mom would move someplace else and like create a whole nother story around it. Eventually, Gypsy met someone online. She got a cell phone, met someone online who suffered from mental illness himself, but is also an incel, who came up with the plan of killing Gypsy's mom in order for them to be together.
Wow.
He succeeded in killing Gypsy's mom. In the same token, sexually assaulted Gypsy after killing her mother. They both got caught because Gypsy disappeared. Everybody was like, where's Gypsy?
Right.
They both went to trial. Gypsy, I forget how much time she was supposed to serve. I want to say maybe 15 years or something like that.
Right.
Got her prison sentence reduced and is now out on probation while he is still in jail serving a life sentence.
I mean, yeah. It's crazy. I don't know how I would react to finding out something like this, I mean, definitely don't think that I would be a murderer or conspire to murder, but like the Virgo petty brain will definitely be in full effect. Something had to happen. I just can't imagine. How could you? This is sick. This is, I mean,
it's sick.
It's
and there's
crazy.
A lot of people who are actually suffering from it right now as we speak. And that's what makes it even sicker.
Munchausen's by proxy or just Munchausen's in general?
No, Munchausen by proxy. There's kids that are still going through it today.
That is wild.
And people, unfortunately, have gotten better at it because of the internet like being able to bouncing around and things like that. Like there are people out here who are keeping kids sick for the attention. Now, I'm happy Gypsy is free. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to need Gypsy to go the same route of Jonathan Majors and disappear for a little bit, okay? Gypsy's too seen right now. She's too much on the block, okay?
She got
and I get
she got major deals though, didn't she? Like a book and like a movie
Gypsy,
and like all of that type of stuff.
Gypsy is in her influencer bag. She is on TikTok.
Is she now?
Yes. She's letting us know that her husband has amazing D and that he gets it from her every night.
Oh, wow.
Things we don't need to know.
Definitely not.
And I just need Gypsy to take a step back because what she's going to face and I don't know that she's prepared for it, is just how fast people are going to turn on her when she gets too comfortable in her skin
Right.
of being out and trying to recapture what she lost
Right.
when her mother was alive. She's not prepared for that. And it's coming. It's brewing because she's too present. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like she's too,
Right.
and she's too confident in her presence right now.
Right.
So it's brewing.
Yeah.
It's brewing.
I'm gonna watch the documentary and prepare myself for what I'm about to see, and check out her TikTok or whatever it is, and then I'll have a better stance on this. But until then, I guess I'm glad she's out. I don't really know how
I mean,
culpable she was in all of this, but like, she has to be messed up in the head just from all that has happened to her. So,
so I will say this, because people are slightly turning against her because now they're also trying to say that they want this young man free who actually did the killing of Gypsy's mother. I will say this. Gypsy, in my personal opinion, was a victim throughout the whole thing. This guy was a known abuser of women. Like, he's always been a bad guy. He happened to find the perfect victim who needed a hero, and he presented himself as such. She was looking for a knight in shining armor, and he was basically able to present himself as that. What she really wanted was somebody to come take her and flee. From my understanding, he had always like researched murdering and how to get away with certain things.
Wow.
So I just think he found the perfect victim in this instance who could help him live out this dark fantasy of his. And it happened to be Gypsy. So I think
Lock
she
him
should have
under the
served
jail.
time. Yeah,
Let him
like he don't
stay
deserve
right
to be
there.
out. They're trying to use that he has a mental illness, which is, okay. He's
More than
also
likely
a
valid.
psycho.
Yes.
Yeah, he's also a psycho. So we should probably
Yeah.
keep him locked up. One other thing. I don't know what's going on in Mississippi, but they definitely just found 215 bodies of prisoners buried behind a Mississippi jail.
What?
With nothing but, some of them are unmarked, but in other ones they just have like metal rod crosses and like numbers on them.
Right.
Families have been looking for their jailed loved ones and have been getting no answers, only to now find out that more than likely they have been buried behind this prison with absolutely no communication to these families whatsoever.
Wow.
It's not a racial thing because it's a poor thing because it's Black
It's a
and
poor
white
thing,
inmates
yeah.
who have been missing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need the government to get involved and figure out what's going on in Mississippi, because y'all can't just be killing people and burying their bodies behind a prison and not telling these people's families so they can't say goodbye to their loved ones properly.
With our money.
Like, y'all are bugging.
With our money.
Like,
it's crazy.
Y'all are bugging.
Yeah.
Y'all are bugging. With that being said, I got one more thing to bring back that people have been missing.
What's that?
And that is this is my mess. Okay. This was submitted via Jasmine on Instagram.
Okay.
So I have to read it. Okay.
Shout out to Jasmine, one of our biggest supporters. Thank you so much.
Because if she would not stop asking me when we coming back when we was on break. My husband of 11 years became violently ill and his face and feet broke out in hives. After waiting overnight with him in the ER, he was diagnosed with hand, foot, and mouth disease, a highly contagious virus that usually strikes toddlers.
Right. I was just about to say.
Our kids are grown.
Uh-huh.
The doctor asked him if he had any contact with children recently, and my husband said, I must have gotten it when I dropped my son off at daycare. And that's how I found out my husband has a love child with my friend's 19-year-old daughter.
What?
My friend had no idea that her daughter was sleeping with my husband.
What?
My husband used to visit the 19-year-old on her college campus, and she dropped out to have the baby.
Mm-mm.
The girl's father pistol whipped my husband and tried to shoot him, but the gun jammed. Hubby pooped his pants. I hate him and want nothing but the worst for him. But we're too poor to divorce. Plus, it's too cold to be homeless in Chicago. Still, I'm hurting, ashamed, and I want revenge. I'm willing to pay for the best revenge ideas. Advice.
First off, how poor are you? Like, I think a divorce only costs about $500 if you don't have much assets. Could be mistaken. I could be mistaken.
Listen,
I don't know.
The sincerity in that "how poor are you" is going to take me down for days. First of all, how poor are you? You're right. It's not right.
I
just think
don't
my
know.
personal. If you're willing to pay for revenge, I feel like you should be able to pay for your divorce. That's just me.
Factoids. Like, what
Like
are we
I just
talking
feel like
about?
I just feel like revenge at this point is not gonna do nothing. The baby's here. Your
It-
husband already did, but
Come
like
on.
it already happened.
Come
At this
on.
point, pay for a divorce. If you don't have family around you, find family that you could probably stay with and start. Your kids are grown, so it's just you. Like, make it happen.
A room, something. Get on your feet.
But I am gonna need the girl's father to pistol whip him again, because what are you doing?
That is
You a grown ass man.
That is wild to me. I mean, oh God, I am not ready today. I am not ready. My daughter is 10, the oldest one. What am I to do today? What am I to do? I'm out here trying to teach like all of the lessons that I could potentially teach. All I want is for my kids to be good individuals and be upstanding people in society. That's it. But everybody else around them. Now, if somebody tries one of my children, what am I to do, Gypsy? What am I to do? What am I to do?
That's when you call the aunties and the uncles and we go pistol whip this person, because what are we talking about right now? We don't play around.
I mean, I don't think I might need one of y'all. The only issue is now if I go away, what are they gonna have for a father? That's the problem. That's my issue.
Call the aunties.
This is my issue.
That's why you call the aunties and uncles, because we keep you out of jail. See what I'm saying? Like that's how that works. You gotta work it out. We plan it. I watch enough Deadly Women, Cold Case, SV. I know how to get away with murder. Okay, I know. Okay. You call the aunties and the uncles, and you let us put our skills together.
You gotta call,
and we take care of the problem.
You gotta call Annalise Keating.
I will do the walk.
Keating.
I will do the walk. It's Keating.
Okay, my family, for those that don't know, Guyanese, I always have trouble with specific words because it's like, am I saying it the Brooklyn way or am I saying it the Guyanese way? I just don't know. Sometimes I just gotta let it out. Annalise Keating.
Just let it flow. You just gotta let it flow. I let it flow sometimes when my accent comes out. Just
wow.
It is what it is. So, just so you know, because you always like to tell me people are not living these lives. People are living these lives, right?
Again, until I see these things with my own 2 eyes and 4 eyes, when I'm pretending like I'm a nice, upstanding citizen, because I'm a big black man and I wear the glasses as a disguise. Until I see it with my own eyes, I believe everybody's making stuff up for the internet. Okay. I really do.
You got to be on TikTok more often, because I will be on TikTok minding my business, scrolling my For You page, and somebody will be like,
"Wild.
Let me tell you about how my husband cheated on me with my mother." Like, people are out here wild. Like, people are out here wild. Like,
oh man,
it is a thing.
Oh man.
All right. I am coming. I'm ready. I don't know.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ready? Okay.
Okay. All right. I don't have that many this week. We're gonna see.
I have a few.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the new sport, quiet tennis?
No.
It's like normal tennis, but without the racket.
Oh God. Who's that, Natalie?
No, I found that on the internet.
Oh.
No, the first 3 I found on the internet.
Natalie gonna kill me.
She'll be like, I don't be giving her the bad ones. I give her the ones you laugh at. Go ahead.
Did you know 5 out of 6 people think Russian roulette is absolutely safe?
Wow. Wow.
Kind of dark.
Wow.
Kind of dark, but
Wow. Wow. Wow.
What else you got?
Why did the God of Thunder need to stretch his leg muscles?
Why?
He was a little Thor.
Oh man! All right, all right, Gypsy. Okay.
I got 2 more. I gotta get off because
All right, you go ahead.
Myself up.
Go ahead, because I still gotta look for these because I'm
okay.
It's dry for me this week.
Why can't Jesus wear jewelry?
Why can't Jesus wear jewelry?
Because he breaks every chain.
Stop it, Gypsy. Stop it. What? What did Ice Spice say to the orange?
I don't know what.
You thought I was peeling you?
Yeah. All right, that was a good one. I'm gonna give you that one. You ready for my last one?
Go ahead.
What do you call a belt made of $100 bills?
I feel like I've heard this already. Damn it. What?
A waste of money.
I said this shit on this show.
You did not.
I think I did.
Did you?
I think I did. Like one of the early episodes, like single digits.
Well, it still took me out. Shout out to Jasmine for that one.
What did the dolphin say to the other dolphin when he asked if he could sleep with his wife?
What? Yo, that was so stupid but funny.
Sorry. All right, my wife's gonna kill me. She was like, y'all jokes was so mid last week. I was like, you a whole lie because I ain't never heard nothing better than your magician joke. I'm just saying, it was so good last week. So good.
That was a good one. Oh, God.
Oh, man. Virgo Season Show at gmail.com is the email address.
Oh,
We
God,
thank
I'm in
y'all.
tears.
We thank y'all so much for joining us over here. Let us know. Email us. Let us know what you're liking, what you're not liking. Because, we're always trying to get better and try to make this thing look as good as it can and, be as entertaining as it can be. So, yeah, Virgo Season Show at gmail.com. I checked those. What else you got?
You can also find us on social media at Virgo Season Show. We're on TikTok and Instagram. You can also follow us on Spotify, which is just Virgo Season Show. And since we're now on YouTube, the same thing, Virgo Season Show.
Word.
Vance, don't come at me about my lighting. We working on it, okay? We working on it. We don't want to hear nothing, okay? I don't want to hear nothing. We're working on it.
All right. That's it?
That's it.
All right. What's the best day of the week to cook?
Friday.
Okay. All right. Bye. Told you I ain't had nothing this week. Virgo season.